Hello, Hotties.
I'm Positive Noodles.
And I'm xFlowmingo.
Welcome to Hot X Nudes.
If you're new here, this is where we drop some hot takes on gaming news, Reddit stories, and do our weekly FMKs.
And it's Valentine's Day.
Or Galentine's.
Or Valentine's Day. I guess today's Valentine's Day for us. Because Valentine's Day is the day before, at least in Parks and Rec lore.
Is that what it was? I don't remember. Okay, usually I just call it Galentine's if I'm hanging out with the girlies.
The girlies. I mean, yeah. Technically, it's my dad's birthday today.
Yeah.
And I already wished him a happy birthday. I was with him yesterday, but yeah. Happy birthday to Papa Positive is what one of our friends was calling him, and I love that.
That's so cute. I like that.
Yeah, but happy Valentine's Day if you guys are listening on Tuesday, or if you're listening on another day, hello. Will you be our Valentine for this year or next year or every year?
Every year.
Yes, I'm really happy to be recording and doing a Valentine's Day thing. We're gonna have a little bit of a different on the Reddit stories. We're gonna go just like kind of full Valentine's Day, but we still have some gaming hot takes. And one of the first things that I actually have is I gotta clear up some things. So last week I said that Detroit Become Human was Naughty Dog, I believed, and it is not. And The Last of Us, you could say is its biggest franchise, but you could also say it's not. It is Uncharted. So Naughty Dog did Uncharted and Last of Us, not Detroit Become Human. So that's different. I wanted to clarify that. And anybody's so more than welcome to like correct me or whatever. My husband does it, so feel free to join in. And again, I don't take any offense. If I got something wrong, I got something wrong. So, and then I wanted to talk about the PC ports because he actually informed me about that. I had to go back into my text to see. Okay, so for anybody that didn't know, we were talking about sending stuff from like console to PC porting. So The Last of Us Part 1 was on PlayStation and they're bringing it to PC, and they did like, what's the word? They pushed back the release date. And so we were kind of talking about porting, which again is bringing one game to another console or system. So my husband said just a bit on the game porting. Porting from specific console to other console/PC takes a lot of time because typically developers use hardware-specific tricks to have a much more improved and optimized game that just flat does not work on other systems. The only reason why Xbox and PlayStation ports are quick is because hardware-wise, they're nearly identical. Even if they use custom chips, they're based in the same generation of AMD GPUs, making the hardware tricks the same. Switch is a harder port because they have NVIDIA cards or chips, so the optimization more or less has to be completely redone. So for anybody, it basically, even though PlayStation, Xbox are like so different, quotation marks, but there are different things about them. They're basically, when you get down to it, the nuts and bolts, like the hardware is usually the same. So porting it, when you make a game for one console, it's easier to be able to switch it over to Xbox. Well, doing it to PC is going to be a lot harder, but Switch is going to be the hardest because it has an NVIDIA card or chips. So yeah, that was the one thing I wanted, or the two things I wanted to clear up. And also Naughty Dog did have Uncharted, which already has had a movie adaptation, and some people did not like it. I have not seen it, so I cannot comment on it.
But I love Tom Holland.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I also never played Uncharted. My ex played it, so I watched him play some of it. But even though I love Tom Holland, I was like, that's not Nathan Drake in my mind. But
see, because I didn't see it. Because I never saw the game. I have no idea.
But I mean, I'll watch him in anything. I was hoping he would come out in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was yesterday.
During Umbrella.
I was like, if he came out, I would die.
Amazing. Would have
For
been
anybody
amazing.
that's not in the US or didn't watch the Super Bowl, yesterday was the Super Bowl and the halftime show was Rihanna. And it was great. I actually really liked it.
I really enjoyed it as
Yeah,
well.
she was really like fun, and they had they had moving stages, and everybody is memeing right now about how it should be a Super Smash stage. And I completely, there's one that's basically like that one, and I freaking agree. It would be so good.
It's true.
The only thing Eric could think, even though they were harnessed in, like you can see like the harnesses and stuff, the only thing Eric could think, he's like, that's terrifying, because he's afraid of heights. So
true.
he's like, yeah, no, that's terrifying. I don't want that. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, you're strapped in. And he's like, it wiggles. And I'm like, okay. So
yeah, like I wouldn't want to be hanging there by the strap either.
No, true. And then like they're laying down and he's like, that still feels weird.
I get it.
So yes, if we can have that as a Super Smash stage, hot take, that would be a great Super Smash stage. Because there's some that suck. There's some Super Smash stages that suck. I haven't played Smash in forever.
I haven't played Smash, I think, since I had it on the GameCube. Which is a long time ago.
I think the last time I smashed was like Smash or Pass, but yeah.
Oh my god.
But getting into kind of like gaming news, I guess the Smash thing, but also Rihanna did a great job. So let's get into some kind of like gaming news and hot takes. Flo, you want to go first?
Yeah, sounds good. So, excuse me. You had mentioned that the Nintendo Direct was last week.
Yes, it was on the 8th, or at least for us, it was on the 8th of February.
So prior to like recently, I never, kept up with gaming news. It was mostly just I would hear from like friends and stuff. So I had no idea what this was, but I guess this is typically where they're releasing like information.
Think of like E3, like but just Nintendo does it when they want.
So this came out. I think you're going to be talking a little bit about it too, but I guess there are two particular games mentioned that I wanted to touch on. One of them is Pikmin 4, which it's crazy because it's one of those games that like I played when I was a kid, again on the GameCube, and I completely forgot about it until I just saw that there was a Pikmin 4 coming out, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it looks cute. It's coming out for the Switch. It'll be coming out on I wrote it down, July 21st, 2023. Pikmin 4 coming out for the Switch. And it just looks cute, and it looks like there's this new little character that like looks like a dog, like a puppy.
I think he might have been in the last one. I might be wrong.
Oh, maybe. Okay, I don't know. I
haven't
like
played
I said,
Pikmin.
I haven't played it since I was a kid, but it's crazy. This game, I would play it with my cousin, and like I mentioned this to you earlier, but I'll tell stream. I'll tell the podcast. I used to cry playing this because like the Pikmin would get like eaten by like those. I don't know what they were. They're like monsters or something, but they would like eat the Pikmin. It was like my responsibility to prevent them from getting eaten, so I would cry.
Oh my god,
which is terrible. But yeah, so that's cool. I would be interested in trying that as like a little cozy game to play,
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. And then the other game that is coming out July 28th, 2023 is Disney Illusion Island, which looks really cute. It looks like it's animated in the same style as like those new Disney cartoons.
Yeah. Or kind of
there's like
the old ones in a sense. It's
they're new cartoons that are designed to look like old cartoons, essentially. There's like a new ride at Hollywood Studios in Disney World, Mickey's Runaway Railway, that's like based on the same animation style.
Gotcha.
Which I haven't ridden yet because I haven't been since the pandemic.
It reminds me of Steamboat Willie.
Yes, like Steamboat Willie, but like colorized. But it is like the old animation like that, and it's really cute. But the game looks like it's gonna be like a platformer, kind of like you had mentioned Hollow Knight, which I've never played, so I don't know for sure, but
just a platform, kind of like Cuphead type thing. Yeah
Cuphead, anything like that, and that looks really cute. So that's coming out July 28th, 2023, which is pretty soon. Both of those are coming out in July, so that'll be fun.
That's
also for the Switch. Yeah, it'll be good. But yeah, what about you?
So I am very happy with the Nintendo Direct. I'm not going to go into the, what do you call it? Breath of the Wild stuff, just because I will rave and rave and rave about it way too long. Just know that I am very excited. I was audibly like screaming and like getting so excited and whatever with my husband. We were laying in bed and I was watching it. I was like, ah, wait, what? Like, it looks so good. Very, very excited for it. But what I wanted to talk about was actually that Nintendo Direct announced that with Nintendo online services, so they have kind of these subscription models. So they have one that you can use online services, and I forget the price range for that, but I think like even a family plan is like $15 a month, or no, a year, for like just being able to go online. And then they have like an up service where you get like exclusive DLCs and like game archives. So they are releasing Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, like basically emulated games, onto the Switch. Ooh. And the Game Boy games, I believe, are going to be available. Let me actually look it up. I feel bad now that I can't remember which one. So there we have, I have the family plan with my husband and like a couple
and
of my,
me.
Yep, you and like my boss and two of my other friends are on it.
I can be your daughter. That's fine.
I can label as that. I put
Mommy?
Kid lock on you, mommy. So it's actually what was nice, and like you don't see this too much, but it was live. Most of the things were live when they announced it. So it wasn't like, oh, here's a release date.
Yeah.
So for Nintendo Switch Online, that allows you to go online. It also has, let me bring this up. It's going to have a collection. They're still releasing stuff, but a collection of Game Boy games. And there's going to be Game Boy Advance games. So even Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, all these different things. And there's going to be online and local wireless multiplayer for certain games. So a couple of the ones was Kirby's Dream Land, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, or Samus. I always say it wrong. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. They can also be played offline wherever you go. So, and you can create like save points, which you can't do with a lot of games. And there's going to be Tetris, which I already have like the regular Tetris because I am a Tetris fiend and have too many hours in Tetris 99 on the Twitch. And they're going to have Game & Watch Gallery 3, which I really liked because I liked playing Mr. Game & Watch in Smash. He's the stick figure one.
Yes.
That throws stuff, and he has a Smash thing, what do you call it, map. He has a Smash map.
Okay, yes.
So that's what you get with the Nintendo Switch Online. I don't believe these cost anything. They're included in the cost of Nintendo Switch Online. So the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, which is what I have, the family membership, which allowed us to also get the DLC for Animal Crossing when it came out, because I really wanted that Animal Crossing DLC, which I actually still play. And it allows you, they had the old like Nintendo 64 games and like NES games on there already. So they are releasing the Game Boy Advance on those ones as well as the Game Boy. And some of the stuff that's going to be there is Legend of Zelda, or already on there, Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, Super Mario 4 Advance, Super Mario Bros. 3, and hidden gems like Cuckoo Corinne, which I've never heard of. But they also have local and online multiplayer for the Mario Kart Super Circuit, which was the Game Boy Advance. And what they're saying is no link cables required, because if you don't remember, with Game Boys and Game Boys Advance, if you wanted to play with each other in a game or transfer Pokemon over, you had to have a link cable.
I remember that.
God, I miss those days, but I don't. My brother had like the game light that basically it was like a book light or reading light that you had to put because
I remember that.
It wasn't until the SP that it was backlit.
Backlit.
Yeah. And then like I knew the people that had like the like thing that made it seem bigger, like the screen enlarger and do you remember the printer? The Game Boy printer.
Remember the printer.
Yep. Yeah. It's crazy. Looking back at the technology, it's like we were
printer. I forgot about that until you just said that. And then the memory just rushed back in.
I actually, and you can't see it in the podcast, and if anybody's watching video, I will bring these out. I actually have some of my old Game Boys. So I have a Game Boy Pocket. This one technically wasn't mine. This was my cousin's, and we got it. I did play this one as a kid, but mine we donated, but he didn't, so I got to keep this. So this is a Game Boy Pocket, which is black and white. This is my Game Boy Color that I grew up with, and it was during that clear phase, which I kind of missed that. That's when
my Game Boy Advance was like that one.
Yeah, I wish.
But the Game Boy Color, I had the yellow. Like, Pikachu
we had a green one, and then we had one that had Pikachu on it, like a yellow Pikachu one.
Yeah.
And then I have a Game Boy Advance. What game is in it? There's a game in here. Simpsons Road Rage. Okay.
Oh.
So I have a Game Boy Advance. It's black. It used to be in this like those clear like protective cases, like the thick ones. Oh, it was like thick.
Oh,
and okay. It was like, you know, when it goes from like clear to like very faded. Yeah. And like, yeah, kind of gross. But anyway, so this was my brother's, but we got to play, like we all played this.
God, and they look so much smaller than I remember. I know, but like I guess I was tiny hands when I was a kid,
you know? And I had an SP, but my SP broke. But Eric has his SP somewhere, so I want to add it. This is actually one of my favorite parts of my background is having those, and a lot of people don't see it, and that's okay because it's a small part. But having those old games, and then I have my Nintendo DS Lite. This one was mine. All of these were mine except the Game Boy Pocket. But I did play that as a kid, but that was my cousin's. But to be able to, I don't know, this even has the Nintendo DS Lite has the stylus. So
I had that, but I think I had the pink one.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, which sounds
my sister had the red and black one, which was cool. So
yes.
I need a Nintendogs for the Switch. I need it.
Yes.
Need it.
If they had Nintendogs for the Switch, I think I would like. Yeah. I would love. Because I very rarely am using my Switch.
Yeah.
But if they had Nintendogs, I think I would play that all the time. I would be like upset with that.
I also have the AMD Ryzen 3 2200G next to it. This is my old CPU, and I wanted to keep it. So yeah, I call it the Rising Sun. This is AMD. Anyway, so I actually have these in order, and my husband does have a Nintendo 2DS, the one that looks like a doorstop. So I want to put that on there, but we got to find his SP. My SP broke because I sat on it or something trying to hide it without closing it, and it broke the screen.
I also had the Nintendo DS, like the original one, the silver one, and I had like Nintendo stickers on it.
I wanted that. Sorry, I was walking away. I wanted that, but
I did have that. It was bulky and thick compared to that.
Yeah. So definitely excited for those Game Boy Advance games. Like it's very iconic.
That's so exciting.
So I'm excited to see that, and they're adding more games, and one of the games that they're even looking to add, like they've already announced that they're going to add later, is Legend of Zelda. It's like seasons. Oh shoot, it's like songs and seasons. What is it called? It's basically, you know how Pokemon did like red and blue. They always did like red and blue or this and that. So Zelda did that. Songs and seasons, so that they released at the same time. So Now I can't find it. Guys, Oracle of Seasons and Oracles. It's Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Time. So they released at the same time, and you could like really get to know. No, that's Ocarina of Time. I'm an idiot. It doesn't. Anyway, there was Oracle of Seasons, and there was another one. It's Oracle of Songs or something like that, and I'm really excited to see that because my brother had one and I had another. Mm-hmm. So it was cool that we could like play, and they like alluded to each other in the game. Sorry. So it's Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. There we go.
Okay.
And then there's Ocarina of Time. I messed up. So
it's okay.
Which is what people say is the best Zelda game out there, which
I've heard that.
I love Ocarina of Time. But I gotta say, Breath of the Wild is the best Zelda game out there for me.
Okay.
Hot take. Because, and everyone's like, well,
probably is a hot take.
Well, they're like, this isn't Zelda or whatever. Some people are like, Breath of the Wild's good, but this isn't Zelda. Like, it was never open world. Nothing was open world until
some people
recently.
Are also purists.
Yeah, I get it.
When it comes to original things, and I get it.
But if
it's
you
just
look,
not my thing. If something's better, it's better.
But if you look at like the old games, this is what they wanted to do.
Yeah. And it's like what they would have done if they had the technology.
There's not open world games in the 90s. I might be wrong. If somebody wants to come and tell me and show me an open world game like Breath of the Wild or anything, then show me. But this felt more, I felt like it was a Zelda game, and it's one of my favorites. And I haven't said that about a lot of the new Zelda games either. Like, one of my favorites was Link Awakening. I didn't think it was the best, but Link's Awakening was my favorite. And I really liked playing the remaster. But, yeah, Breath of the Wild. I'm excited for Tears of the Kingdom, which is the second one. But, again, I'm really excited. We haven't downloaded them. Also, if anybody didn't know, on the Switch, no, on Xbox and the PC, maybe the Switch, I might be wrong, you can download GoldenEye, which is the James Bond GoldenEye game, and I think it's for free, and you can download it and play it.
Ooh.
So Eric downloaded it on the Xbox, and it is pointier than ever. If you remember those graphics, it's like Lara Croft boob pointy. Yeah, it's
Lara Croft boob. Yeah,
if you know, you know.
So actually, I think in Fortnite, there's a Lara Croft skin from a battle pass a few years ago, and there's different versions.
Oh no!
And one of them, I think, is like the
original, like, yeah. I know exactly what it is.
So funny.
Yeah. So, also talking about Game Boys, just quick, I brought up candy because it's Valentine's Day, so candy, and I found these at Five Below for people who are listening and not watching.
So cute.
They have, this is a licensed one. It's Super Mario candy coins, and I think they're just chocolate candies, and they're in a question mark box. And then this one is grape flavored D-pad candies, and they're in a Game Boy. So the one that I don't have, so I could just put that over there, even though it's not the real size.
Yeah, right.
But it comes in a tin that looks like a Game Boy, and then it's just D-pad hard candy. So
very
yeah, I brought that up for Valentine's Day. Gaming, Valentine's Day candy. We love it. So Flo, why don't you go into your powered?
Yes, let's do our powered. Playing, watching, reading, drinking.
Yes.
So playing.
Same
Does it
shit,
change
different
week for me? Same shit, different week. I'm playing Valorant. Well, I guess the pod might not know, or I don't remember if I mentioned it last week. I took a week off of streaming.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually stream anything. The only thing I really played last week was Valorant.
Yeah.
So it's been the same old, same old. It's been fun.
Yeah.
I actually got another ace this week.
Nice.
Not recorded, sadly, because I actually don't have any clipping software downloaded. I just don't.
I know.
I'm like, whatever.
I should look into that for like DVD, but I don't.
It's fine. Yeah. But doesn't matter. I know I did it.
Print screen. You just print screen the final thing. Yeah.
Or if you're me, forget, but then have friends that screenshot it for you because they're the best.
Tabby, we love you.
Gabby, obviously. He's the best. Anyways, playing, so that's it, Valorant. I'm gonna be starting a new game this week, but I don't want to announce it yet because I don't know what I'm gonna play for sure. I have an idea, not positive. But
I'm
yeah,
positive.
watching. You're positive.
I'm Positive Noodles.
I'm
Sorry.
flow.
I have to. You go with the flow, kind of.
Sometimes. But yeah, watching. I have not done much watching this week of anything. Yeah, I have not continued watching much. The only thing was yesterday I watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And by watched the Super Bowl, I mean ate yummy food and then watched when Rihanna was singing.
Yep.
And then the one farmer's dog commercial that started, and I was like, no, this is going to make me cry. I know it. And then it did.
Oh, I don't even think I
know,
watched that. I'm kind of zoned out with the commercials, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was just kind of talking to my dad because he was watching it, and like my my friend had like squares in different scores, like you win money if like whatever. So those like Super Bowl squares, and he won his fantasy league this year. But like we had it on, but it was more about talking with my dad because we were down there to visit my dad. So plus we're Patriot fans, so we didn't really have any stakes.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I don't watch football at all, even when it's the Patriots.
My dad didn't want the Chiefs to win, which, spoiler alert, the Chiefs won. Yeah, we can swear as much.
Chiefs did win.
My dad didn't want the Chiefs to win because he didn't like the quarterback, because he kind of thinks he's like a doofus.
A doofus?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know who it is.
Yeah. I did notice on the back of certain Chiefs helmets, they had things that said like end racism or love is love and different things like that. So that was cool to see. A little weird to have end racism on the back of your helmet being the Chiefs, but you know what?
The Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll leave that in there. Anyway, so what you reading?
Reading. I'm still reading Legends and Lattes.
Have you read it anymore?
Slow. I did. I'm on chapter 13.
Okay.
So I think that's like almost halfway.
Yes.
There has not been any like romance yet. Is there gonna be?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, right?
There is a slight romance. It's a build-up.
Okay.
But it's not a spicy book.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna be spicy. I knew that.
It's a little bit. It's more tail end because they wanted to build up the character.
Yeah, because that's important. I really like how the story's going so far.
You'll see when it starts.
It's just slow because I'm a procrastinator. I'm a slow reader. I'm not one of those people who can like read like 98 books in like 1 year. No, I know some people are like that. I could never. That will never be me.
I only read one book last year.
I don't think I even read one book last year.
And some people call it cheating, air quotes for anybody that's not watching. Cheating because it was an audiobook.
Oh, that's not cheating.
Even though I read halfway through and then I was like, I don't have time at the end of the day because I'm tired to read. So I was like, I'm going to listen to it as an audiobook while I have a bunch of like physical labor. So yeah, some people can read that many books. Some people can. I want to read more.
I would love to read more. It's like, there's a lot of other things there's things that I'd rather be doing, but then there's also things that like I do unintentionally, like TikTok doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Like I could be reading for these 3 hours instead.
Yeah. I don't look at like the time spent on apps because
no, I'm too scared. I'm betting that my phone like screen time is probably like 14 hours a day. And I'm gonna be like,
there was one day where it was close to 8 hours on TikTok. I don't even know.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Anyway.
Anyways, that's what I'm playing, watching, reading. For drinking, I was gonna get wine, but I'm tired as fuck. It's Monday. You know how my weekends go full nocturnal? So like by Monday, I'm like dead and confused.
Yeah. Of course we record on Monday.
Of course we record on Mondays. It's a coffee day today. A 4 p.m. coffee day.
Nice.
So I have a cold brew with I think it's Silk oatmeal cookie creamer. It's really yummy.
So wait, are you a silk girly?
I'm an oat milk girly.
Because wait, doesn't Breeze do all of them too? Or does Breeze only do almond milk?
Breeze does have oat milk. I'm not even sure, but I
Okay.
just buy whatever oat milk is available. I'm
Gotcha.
not picky.
I
For the most part, Oatly is my favorite oat milk.
Oh
But for
yeah, they're
creamers,
good.
Silk has good flavors. Like I really like the oatmeal cookie one, and they also have a vanilla one that's really good. And I don't remember what brand. I think it might be So Delicious. Has like a snickerdoodle one that comes
Yep.
out around Christmas time. It's so good.
See, I'm not
I like
gaming,
it.
but I have a preference on my almond milk. So
What's
I prefer almond Breeze or like
okay?
whatever over silk. I will get silk, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I'm also a boring bitch. Even though I have a sweet tooth and I literally just ate a chocolate, and I'm sorry for any listener that had to hear that. And if anybody's wondering, it is Arrow. Arrow, which is a Canadian and UK brand chocolate, and this is actually the Canadian chocolate version because the American chocolate version sucks. American chocolate is just not as good as Canadian and UK chocolate because Canadian chocolate is UK chocolate. But anyway, I just had an Arrow from Canada.
Gotcha.
But I get original unsweetened almond milk.
That's what I usually get for Keith too, because Keith's an almond milk guy. Yeah. I'm an oat milk girly.
Yeah.
I gotta have both in the house because I won't drink almond milk. I don't like it at all.
Gotcha. No, some people don't.
Gross to me.
Whenever I have a certain friend over, I have to have regular milk, not because she doesn't like almond milk, but because she's allergic to nuts.
Oh, that's fair.
So she can do oat milk, I guess.
Could, but sometimes they're processed in the facility that also does nuts, so you gotta be careful with that stuff like that too.
So, and I used to get vanilla almond milk when I used it as like a creamer kind of, but
yes, but then if you're gonna like use it in like mashed potatoes or something, you don't really want sweetened vanilla.
Yeah.
So that being said, a lot of times when I'm doing specific recipes like that, I'll buy like a little thing of heavy cream because like I'm not drinking that stuff because of dairy or anything. I don't have any dairy issues. Keith does. I don't. But I just prefer oat milk like for my coffee, which is the bulk of what I use it for.
No, I love
oat milk tangent.
I love lactose and it hates me. I'm lactose intolerant and I will.
A lot of people are. I will. That's the norm.
Yeah, honestly, because it's just the way that our body is like evolving.
The way we evolved is a lactose tolerance. We're not naturally lactose tolerant.
Yeah. So also it also doesn't help if you're anemic. It will actually make you more anemic because vitamin D latches to iron.
Yes.
And will flush it out. It's a whole thing. I'm anemic and lactose intolerant. And I hate broccoli and will drink milk. So I don't drink milk. I'm actually just I will eat cheese for days and days and days.
I will eat
cheese. Yeah.
That was like, oh my God, there was a TikTok. So we're going on an oat milk tangent now, but this is me.
This is our podcast. It's ours.
So there was a TikTok the other day of this girl and her husband was like, or boyfriend, I don't even know, was goofing on her because she's like, I will get a coffee with like oat milk and I will always get like non-dairy stuff, but then she's like eating a bagel with like cream cheese, real dairy cream cheese. And I'm like, that's me. I'm like, I'm obsessed with the non-dairy milks, but then I want real dairy for like.
See, the thing is I wasn't a milk person growing up either. Like I wasn't somebody who wanted a glass of milk.
No, me neither. Like I would like chocolate milk and stuff, but that was just because like that was the milk we had. Like if I grew up with oat milk, I would.
Yeah, so I wasn't a glass of milk person. They do make chocolate almond milk and I get it, and it's usually gone within 2 days at my house, and I never have a drop of it.
Sometimes sometimes I get
he knows exactly what fucking face I am making right now. I hope you know this when you're listening. Sorry, go ahead, Flo.
No, you're fine. I sometimes I get the little cartons of the chocolate almond milk because sometimes I'm like, it'll be like 11:30 p.m. and I'm like, I could really go for like a little chocolate milk right now.
Yeah.
And you just get one of those little cartons. It's like having like a Yoo-hoo. Do you remember those?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Were you a powder or Hershey syrup chocolate milk people?
So we were a household that always had both, Hershey syrup and Nesquik powder because they were different and I would crave different ones. But the other thing we had is this Brazilian thing called Toddy, which is a powder, but it's Toddy, and it was delicious. It was like better than Nesquik.
I'm gonna have to try when I come down to the area and go to the grocery store.
I haven't bought that, and I probably since I was a kid, like, and my mom would buy it.
Yeah,
I will have to.
There's a European bakery / grocery store near me. Actually, I might go. Well, not near me, but close to me. I might have to go because they have Portuguese sweetbread, and I want it.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. But anyway, we were a powder. We were a powder family. Okay. Gotcha. I would just take a scoop and just eat the powder raw.
I've done that. Yeah.
My mom hated when I did that. Anyway.
It's giving cinnamon challenge, but like cute.
But fun.
Yeah.
Not dangerous.
Not painful.
So I'm going to move on
to what about you? How about your card?
Playing, watching, reading, drinking. I really haven't been playing anything. I finished Witchy Life Story. I really, really enjoyed that. Super cute. I did really enjoy, I played another 2 games on Wednesday because we were like, they were both just like an hour
really,
each.
Really fast, right?
So one of them was the Average Everyday Adventures of Samantha Brown. And that was really cute. And I love the art style. And it was just about a girl with social anxiety going to make oatmeal in the communal kitchen. And it was really cute. Yeah. And then it was good. I failed the first time because if you take too long or if you make the wrong decision, she goes hungry and you fail. But I got it the second time. Then I played this game. They're both free on Steam. It's called Check It Out, and you're just like a cashier, and it's really silly and simple, and it really like only took me an hour, and it was super cute and it was fun. So
I like that.
Yeah, I like the art styles of both of them. I liked the Average Everyday Adventures of Samantha Brown's art style a little bit more, but they're fun to do on like a Sunday, and I only did like a 2-hour stream, which was nice to just kind of like have a chill stream.
Chill vibe.
Yeah. So I was doing that. I want to get back into playing some other stuff, but I haven't been really playing too much. Kind of getting back into the grooves of just being a human. Watching The Last of Us still. For anybody that hasn't watched it yet, I hope you're bulletproof because this is about to hurt. Yes, I pulled that audio from TikTok. Yeah. I love that TikTok is like, I hope you're bulletproof because this is about to hurt. But it's very, very good. Really like where it's going. The actors did amazing. And they added in, again, this is no spoiler, but they changed the character to actually be deaf. And it's the first young deaf male actor in a big TV script, like a big TV network. Something like that. Okay. Oh, no. First black, young, deaf actor in a national like TV network.
So the actor is actually
deaf. The actor is actually deaf.
Very cool.
And I watch like the behind the scenes stuff, and this isn't a like behind the scenes of anything that spoils it, but like everybody else, like they brought in like an interpreter and a teacher and everything on, and everybody was like trying to learn it because they wanted to.
Yeah, of course.
And Bella Ramsey already knew a little bit, but like was picking up really quick. And everybody like wanted to know it, and at the end they were like making sure they were signing like everything correctly. And just communicating with the actor in their language.
I love that.
And the kid is no older than like 15. He plays like an 8-year-old or something, but like he's no, so I was just really happy to see that inclusivity. Nice. I also started kind of watching an episode of my favorite trashy TV show. There was a recent episode of that, Love is Blind 3 After the Altar. So watched an episode of that. That was my trashy thing. And we finished Hell's Kitchen. So the person we wanted to win won. So I was very happy.
Good. Good.
But reading, I have not been reading anything other than Lore Olympus this week. Just really been kind of taking an off week for myself, not from streaming, but just like mentally and reconnecting with people around me and like texting people and actually being like, hey, how are you? Sorry, I've been MIA. But again, things have just kind of been crazy, and so I want to get myself back. Yeah, if you take a step back, and we were talking about that with streaming as well, if you take a step back, you're able to really be the best you can be, and burnout is a serious issue. So reading Lore Olympus, and if anybody's caught up to the exact like the most latest chapter, which she's taking a 2-week break because it's like the season finale, but like she has a 2-week break, and I'm very happy with the ending. Very happy with the season's ending. Very, very, very happy. I geeked out, and it's great. Anyway, drinking. I am drinking an Apothecary red wine blend. Ooh, okay. It's just a basic wine. You can get it for like maybe $15. I think it's less than that.
Red blend sometimes just hits too.
Yeah, it's an Apothecary, and I really, really like them. And so I'm just drinking that because we're definitely gonna do our gaming cocktails, but
eventually again, when you
had a fun weekend too, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
I did.
Yeah. So we're gonna take our break, and then we'll be back with some Reddit stories.
See you in a little bit.
See you in a little bit, guys.
Welcome back.
Hi, guys. Hey. It's totally not just been like a minute since we hit break. It was that total time that song played. Yes. So we're back. We're with our Reddit stories. This week we're not going with like gaming stories as much. We just kind of wanted to do
special little Valentine's Day stories.
You guys like Reddit stories, and apparently our TikTok likes Reddit stories too. We've been getting a lot of like feedback, and I kind of love like the whole Reddit thing where people would just comment like not the asshole or whatever.
Yeah, it's fun. So, it's fun to like have little discussions.
And I feel bad because most of the time we just agree, so I'll just respond agreed. Like I don't have anything to add, but I want to engage. So
yeah, it's fun.
So for Valentine's Day, I have am I the asshole for only letting one kid go out on Valentine's Day? My wife, 43 female, and I, 43 male, have 2 kids, 13-year-old twins, our son Daxton, and our daughter Chloe. Daxton has a girlfriend and Chloe has a boyfriend. For Valentine's Day, both couples wanted to go out. We set up arrangements for them to go to restaurants that the kids wanted. Daxton wanted to go to one, and Chloe wanted to go to a different restaurant. We ensured that it would be teen-friendly before all plans were officially made. Around a week ago, Chloe's boyfriend and Daxton came to us and told us they were needing some advice. The boys are on the same soccer team together, so at first we assumed it would be about that. We sat down with the boys, and Chloe's boyfriend told us Chloe added him to a group chat with some of her friends. At first it was normal, but then he said the girl started saying some mean stuff that made him uncomfortable. Then he showed us the text. We saw our daughter and her friends were making homophobic and racist jokes. They were also talking about the student trip that both Daxton and Chloe plan on going, as well as some of their friends. Daxton went to Costa Rica last year with some friends, including a fellow teammate who has an extended family in Costa Rica. Daxton and his friends really enjoyed it and wanted to go abroad over the summer again, this time to France. Chloe didn't go last year because she was uninterested in going to Costa Rica, but wanted to join this year because she said France would be fun. In the chats, her and her friends were saying some pretty racist things about Costa Rica. They said some mean things about the friend that the boys have. The boys were upset, especially because the boy was born here, so he's a citizen, and even has said he may want to enter politics one day. He's a good kid. When we confronted Chloe about it, she laughed and said her boyfriend and brother were just overreacting. We asked to see her phone. She pushed back until she eventually gave it over. After doing some more digging, we realized it was even worse. So we contacted the parents of the kids, and some of this had leaked into the school. As a result of this, we told Chloe that she would not be able to see her friends or go out for the rest of the month, including her date with her boyfriend. We also told her if this happens again, she could lose the trip to France. Our daughter is upset with us, but so is Daxon because he thinks we're unfairly punishing his friend because he didn't do anything wrong and deserves to go out with Chloe. Chloe's boyfriend still wants to go out on the date. I sat down with the boys and explained it wasn't their fault, but they're still mad. My kids have been complaining about it to the family, and my wife's parents think we are being too hard on them and taking their side. Am I the asshole? I don't think he's a fucking asshole. No.
I don't either.
I don't know. I was so aggressive with that.
I disciplining your kids is part of parenting.
And first of all, okay, let's just address a couple of things. This person is in a different tax bracket than us. Yeah. And like, okay, cool.
That's clear.
Like they went to Costa Rica, and this isn't like a school trip. This is like they go to Costa Rica. And like they're going to France.
I'm sorry.
Cool. No, you're good.
I didn't mean to slurp.
You know, you're good. We love ASMR here. Hot take. We love Flo's ASMR. No, but they were really like, I don't know. It made me feel weird, like how other people are just brushing it off. It's like they're using homophobic and racist jokes.
And like these kids are, this is very clearly like high school kids, right?
They said, let me bring it up.
Like, are they like 15, 16? Is that what they are?
13.
13. Yeah, to me, that's old enough to like not be saying shit like that.
Yeah, and the fact that she's pulling,
saying it younger is fine.
No,
obviously, that's not what I'm saying.
But like, you understand the consequences, and also she was pulling back her phone because she said, "Oh, they're overreacting," and then they're like, "Then let's see your phone."
So
and
I completely think he's not overreacting. Like this is.
Yeah, and I get that.
Yeah, it sucks not that now the other kid is punished too, even though he didn't do anything wrong. But like,
yeah,
you know, it's like too bad. Sorry, but
also like good for the son and the boyfriend to come
for
and
going and telling the parents. I completely agree
because it was making fun of their friend. Like why? And I get it. Like, oh, you can't go on a Valentine's Day dinner, but like, come on, like,
yeah.
That's what, honestly, that's not even that harsh of a punishment to me, like not being able to go out with friends.
No.
Like for a month. If I said something like that, and also I will say,
like bad.
Yeah. You know? I will say that something like threw me off. Was the parents are like, well, he was actually born here and he wants to go
shouldn't be
that
regardless.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, and I don't know if that matters to the parents. I don't think so because they're like saying like this is horrible.
Yeah.
But the whole like, and he's a good kid and he wants to go into politics, and I think that, I don't know, that sentence kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But it's still, you shouldn't be racist.
No.
And just being like, oh, I don't want to go to Costa Rica. First of all, that's a spoiled brat thing. Like if you don't want to go somewhere, fine or whatever, but like, you want to trade, girl? You can go to bumfuck Maine every year and I'll go down to Costa Rica. Let's go. Like,
oh my God.
I'm just saying, I don't know. And again, I'm not saying like none of this isn't valid because they're in a better like financial situation or anything, but that's, if you do something wrong, you have consequences.
Yeah, you got to learn somehow.
And unfortunately, with very serious stuff, you need to have serious consequences. Yeah. And it sucks. And they sat down the boys and said, this isn't your fault.
Yeah. And there is collateral damage. But
yeah. What it is. And you have to learn that. You have to learn that there's going to be collateral damage. When you do something, you're not the only one that's getting hurt.
Yeah, 100%.
So just, yeah. I don't think they're the asshole, but reading it at first I was like, oh, only letting one kid go out for Valentine's Day. I was like, that kind of seems like the asshole thing to do.
Yeah.
But I guess it's one of those things where I like finding stories where I wouldn't agree with, like, this was also posted 6 hours ago, by the way.
Oh, so that's like...
Yeah, that's recent.
Okay.
But I Sorry for any of the dinging. I'm playing with my glass. I'm like a weird clinky person.
I'm like that too, particularly when I have.
Oh yeah, and your nails for video watchers are very cute. They're Valentine's Day themed.
Yeah, thank you. I'm showing them. They've got little hearts.
Nice.
Tips.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Chloe's boyfriend wants to still go on it. I mean, they're 13, but like,
yeah,
the fact that they were uncomfortable.
I think that's part of the, yeah.
Racism shouldn't be tolerated too.
No, ever.
And I don't know if there'll be any updates. I'll look next week if there is an update or anything. Yeah. I obviously, like I said every time, we're gonna be putting the not only the name, the subreddit, and the user name in the show notes, but also the link to the story. So if anybody wants to read the comments or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't think they're the asshole. Racism and homophobia should not be tolerated.
No, never.
So
not even when it's kids. I mean, they got to learn.
Like, I said something that was out of pocket racist because I heard it when I was like 8, and I remember this because my mom like sat me down and she's like, that's not okay. Like, where did you hear it? And like, I didn't understand it.
Because when you're a kid, you just like repeat things. Like if someone laughs, you're like, oh yeah, this is funny. Then I better repeat it.
Yeah.
Which is bad. But yeah. You're a kid, so you're not thinking.
I think they went about it the right way.
These kids to me are, they're teenagers.
And she knew she was doing something wrong.
Yeah.
By the way she reacted.
She pulled back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Flo, what's your Valentine's Day story?
All right. So this is just like a short little kind of goofy one. It's a today I fucked up story. So it's today I fucked up by forgetting it was Valentine's Day. I, 19, female, I'm currently single and I'm in a pretty great space right now, but the clubs in our uni are definitely capitalizing on lonely singles and have organized a bunch of events to hook people up or diss relationships, etc., etc. Dissing couples is kind of sad in my opinion, but hey, you do you, I guess. So there's understandably a huge population of people who are desperate for a date today. Anyways, one of my buddies from class who I have a slight history with and I have been in touch for a bit. The last time we spoke, he said he was going through some stuff mentally, so I gave him a bit of space. Decided to check up on him today, albeit randomly, and a couple of minutes after I sent the text, I'm checking my mail and my inbox is full of club-scheduled Valentine's Day events. I really, really don't want to give him the wrong idea, but there's not much I can do right now since it's WhatsApp. I made it pretty clear earlier I wasn't really into him like that, and I don't want this to make him think otherwise. TLDR, texted a guy out of the blue before realizing how it might appear considering it was Valentine's Day. Thought it was kind of goofy.
That seems like some shit I would do.
Right, I know.
It's very relatable. Poor thing. Yeah.
It's like, it's awkward, but then it's like, it's also like just Tuesday. Well, I guess this is from like a year ago, so this isn't a brand new story or anything.
But if it was a year ago, then it would have been Monday.
Yeah, then it would have been Monday. But either way, I just thought this was funny. I mean, I guess it could be a statement on like, don't assume things.
If you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Out of you and me. My mom says this all the time.
Yeah, that is your mom.
A lot of the comments here are like, you're just thinking way too much into this. Thanks for reminding the rest of us that it's Valentine's Day. So some of the comments are pretty funny. I just thought that was a little bit goofy.
If we want to talk Valentine's Day, my husband, we said we would do small Valentine's Day gifts. I told Flo this, and she was actually here for me to get my Valentine's Day gift. We were BCing. And my husband and I said we would do like very small things. For us, it's just showing the effort because things have been so chaotic lately with both of our dads getting diagnosis and his dad getting surgery and all this. I won't go into it. I won't bore everybody, but it was like, we just needed time to be a couple. And so he said, yeah, I'm picking it up tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. And I got him like snacks and like a nice card and like the little thing of his favorite like cocktail or whatever. So he comes up and he hands me flowers and wine, and apparently his wine was suggested to him by his what his boss likes to call himself, overtly gay father. So he likes to, or overtly gay boss or whatever, I can't even remember. So he's like, this is the one he recommended, and I was like, okay. So he like brought me flowers, and the guy at the store was like, it was a grocery store. He's like, "You're smart because the parking lot tomorrow morning is going to be ridiculous, and all those things will be gone by the afternoon."
Yeah.
Because people forget last minute, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And for me, it's more of an effort thing. Like, even if he just got me a card and a fake rose from Dollar Tree, the fact that he like put effort into it, I don't know. But
yeah, I get that. And I mean, I'm not an overtly like romantic person
when it doesn't come to fiction.
When it yeah, look, okay, when I'm reading like stories, I'm like, yeah, okay, I want it to be as cheesy as fucking possible. But in real life, I'm just like, man, like I don't really care. I say that like I didn't get my nails with fucking hearts on them.
No, but that's not for Keys. That's for you.
This is for me. Yeah, exactly. That's why like I even like the Galentines. To me, Galentines is like just a lot cuter than Valentine's.
Yeah, like, it's like a fun. You're not.
A couple years ago, the boys were doing like a LAN party, and me and Bianca. We started watching like cheesy rom-coms, and we had like all the Valentine's Day candies and like Oreos and snacks, and we got rosé, and it was like a little Galentine's thing.
So you had a Galentine's Day, and they had a Valentine's Day. That was horrible. I tried. Valentine's Day. Yeah, we're good.
But it's and I don't know. To me, that it's more of like cutesy. I don't know. Whereas like the romance part of it to me is like, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
We get takeout.
It's one of those things to me. Yeah.
I like doing food traditions. So like for Christmas, we always do a certain food. Like Christmas Eve, we have certain food on Christmas Eve. We're hoping that the restaurant we get Valentine's Day takeout from is still open. And if Mara, you're listening, yes, it's the place that we got Valentine's Day food takeout for you and us on Valentine's Day. So when she lived with us. So we'll see. But
that was like a year ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, a year ago. She like basically a year and a week ago she moved in with us. But story for another day. All right, Flo, you want to do some fuck, marry, kills?
Alrighty, so again, sticking with the Valentine's Day theme, I've decided to go with like classic Valentine's Day candies. I say classic because to me they're classic. I don't know if everyone agrees, but okay. Conversation hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed box of chocolates.
Okay.
Ferrero Rochers.
I'm gonna kill conversation hearts because those are like the chalky ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I get that they're classic, but I'm gonna kill them.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Don't give me that face. No, I'm gonna kill them. I'm going to fuck the box, the assorted box, because then it's like a mix and like.
Oh yeah, kind of like it's like different every time.
Yeah, different. Like I like just an assortment of things, and then I'm going to. What you're gonna get. Exactly. Forrest Gump said it best. Yeah, and then I'm gonna marry Ferrero Rocher. It's a nice. I don't like eat a handful of Ferrero Rocher in one sitting, but it's a nice treat, long-term treat. It's not something I'm gonna get tired of.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. You wanna know how I feel about them? Okay. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna fuck the conversation hearts.
Makes sense. I get it.
It's giving very much like they've like pickup lines, you know,
cheesy pickup lines.
The ones that say like "Hey cutie" or like "Hey hot stuff," and I'm like,
oh, hello, you're flirting with me.
Yeah,
who are you, T?
Exactly. Oh my god, but yeah, so I'm gonna fuck the conversation hearts. I actually also like the conversation hearts. I don't know why, but it's one of those things that I only like them at Valentine's Day. Like you would never catch me eating conversation hearts at Halloween, just as you wouldn't catch me eating candy corn outside of Halloween time.
Oh, I eat candy corn any time of the year. I'm weird.
See, I love candy corn, but I only want it for like 1 month.
I get it.
Or 2.
I get it. Conversation hearts are good, but they're just too chalky, and I want an assortment of chocolates.
I just like them. I was eating some last night. They're good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. To me, I feel like they'd be a good fuck.
Yeah. Eating like chocolate makes you have like endorphins or something, right? So that's why I think it would be a good fuck. Yeah. Dopamine?
Like an aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac. Not clams. So, yeah. So you're going to fuck candy hearts.
gonna fuck the candy hearts. I'm gonna marry Ferrero Rocher. That is my tried and true. That is my favorite chocolate. If you buy me Ferrero Rochers, that's it. I'm yeah, done for. I love Ferrero Rocher so much. I'm gonna kill the box of chocolates. I don't really care for biting into something and it being some flavor that I wasn't expecting.
Fair.
No, thank you.
Fair.
If it has the map, it's a little bit better, but a
I've
lot of
always
times I don't even eat half of them.
Yeah, see,
I'm
always
like, I
have
don't
the
want
map.
that.
So.
Yeah. So, what about you?
All right, so I have kind of classic gifts, and one of them I know might not be like classic gifts, but I'm thinking classic adult gifts, not like spicy, but adult. Yes. So I'll say roses or like flower bouquet, which I did get. Wine/alcohol, and then assorted box of chocolates. Or
wow, that's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, roses, wine or alcohol, and then assorted chocolates.
Okay.
Thinking real hard there.
I'm gonna yeah, I know. I literally have my pen out because I was writing them down.
I can't hold my pen because then I'll start clicking it.
I'll start clicking it, or then I'll accidentally write on my nose.
Yep.
Because I'm a big like tap it on the face for some reason person. Okay. I'm gonna this time I'm gonna fuck the assorted chocolates.
Nice.
Basically because of the reasons you said before. I'm gonna marry wine/alcohol.
Yep.
Not because of I don't know what it, like I can buy my own alcohol, so like I don't know. Something about like getting like a nice wine. Like when I'm buying wine for myself, it's normally like $10 range. But if I get like wine as a gift that's like a little bit fancier, not talking about like hundreds of dollars, but like a something that's like 20,
wine,
30 around there. Or even like sometimes if it's like extra fancy, we'll get like a $50 bottle. I'm like,
damn.
Very rare. I think I bought one ever, but you know what I mean? So that feels very special to me, and that feels like marriage material.
You know what?
It's also like a relatively practical gift. That's why I'm fucking and marrying the chocolates and the wine, because I don't like flowers, so I'm killing roses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never liked flowers. I've never been able to like keep them. I don't know. I'm just like, they're cute. They're pretty. I'm like, I don't really care for them that much, ultimately.
Yeah, fair.
It feels like clutter to me in my home.
It's temporary too, so why would you have something that's temporary decor in your head? This is like me thinking for you.
Yes, and exactly. That's how I feel. What about you? What are you doing?
I think you'll be surprised. I actually have the same.
Really?
So, I like getting flowers from Eric occasionally, but also the practicality of keeping flowers and my cat trying to go after those flowers is a pain.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah. We do have Lego flower bouquet, which I really like.
That's cute. I think that's different.
Yeah.
I would marry that.
Yeah. So we have roses. I really like flowers. And thank you, babe, for the flowers. But I think I would kill flowers in this scenario.
Yes.
Just also because Salem would eat them. Like, he just tries to eat them and keeping them and whatever. And they're not long term. And I don't feel like fucking flowers. I don't.
No.
I don't. You want to lay them on the bed for me, the petals, and we'll fuck? Yes. Just but I am not going to fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Especially roses.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to fuck chocolates because I think, again, that's just like the assortment and like a little different, and it gives you, it's not an aphrodisiac, but I feel like it's similar to that.
I think chocolate is.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay. I know it gives you like at least dopamine.
Something.
Yeah. And then
I don't know.
As somebody that's drinking wine and is a big fan of wine, and I have literally gotten cups that are like the biggest possible from my friends to hold glasses of wine, I'm going to marry wine.
Yeah.
It's also, for me, it's nice. I'm somebody who likes gift giving, and I do like receiving gifts, but I like a practical gift, like you said.
Yeah.
So for me, I like...
Practical or like consumable?
Yes.
You know?
So for me, I'm also somebody that, like, if I go over to their house for the first time, like, even after we were married, when I went over for like Christmas or whatever, or just like anything to my in-laws, I would bring them wine and beer. Yeah, like that's just who I am. Like first time I met my in-laws, I brought her flowers and whatever, and I know like their favorite wine and beer, and so and again, like not even alcoholic, like some of my friends like certain things, like even like it just going on the gift giving and alcohol for my wedding for all the bridesmaids and for all the groomsmen. For all the groomsmen, I got them different nips of different alcohol that they would like. And so for Flo, I actually got her a can of this like Belgian white beer, because I know that she kind of likes those. That's located in Maine. It's a huge one, so it's not doxing or anything, called Allagash White. It's a huge like indie made beer, so independently owned beer. And then like some of my friends aren't alcohol drinkers, so what I did is I got those mini wine bottles, dumped them out, remade a label, and made Shirley Temples in there for them, because they love Shirley Temples. So for me, it was like getting somebody, and then one of our friends' parents, we were going to get them Frosties. Like for me, I like being able to get somebody's like food. Like I have a note in like my phone of people's different favorite foods and like drinks and stuff, so that like when they're having a bad day, I could like buy it and bring it to them. That's so cute. I think that's the Italian in me. But yeah, so I'm gonna marry wine because it can bring a lot of joy to people. So
makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So you want to go into our streamer of the week?
Yeah. So this week's streamer of the week is the cutie Our Ohana. She is a streamer on Twitch. She is so sweet.
Love her.
Yeah, so it's twitch.tv/Our Ohana, which is spelled OUROHANA. She is very wholesome.
Yeah.
She is the absolute sweetest. I love just because she streams kind of like in the morning on some weekdays, and her streams are very they're just like wholesome and sweet, good vibes that I just stick on, and I'll be like chatting for a little bit, but then otherwise I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna lurk and clean.
Yeah, I do the same,
and it's just I just hang out, and it's just such an amazing vibe.
She's a great work lurk.
She has also been absolutely. She has also been hugely supportive of us and our podcast and our streams, and she is just.
She might be listening to this in the carpool lane. Or the car pickup lane. She's been such a huge supporter and so sweet.
And I only just met her recently.
Yeah, I've met her in the last like
2 months.
Yeah, I've talked to her.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, and I've done VCs with her, and I love talking to her. I can call her mommy because she is a mom. No, I won't make it gross, but she is a mom of twins, and they like. I love listening to her, and she's the mom I want to be when I do become a mom a long time from now. So I really love just talking. She's just so wholesome. She's
even
just so wholesome.
And even her streams, she has like you know how you can set up like the bot timers. She has like reminders of like, take care of yourself, drink water, take rest that you need, make sure you're eating, get outside, like self-care.
She's like, she's not mommy. She's not mommy in the sense of like, mommy, sorry. She's like, mommy, thank you.
Yeah, like, oh my god, thank you. Yeah, like, oh, she's the sweetest, absolutely sweetest.
Yeah, she's mom. She's a mom friend group. Like, I was the mom group friend of the group and like helping people be the DD, but she's like the emotional mom friend of the group and like takes care of you. So yeah,
she really does. I feel like I get, you know, I'm in there in the morning and she's like, don't forget to drink water, and I'm like, yes, I will drink my water.
Thank you, mom.
Thank you.
Yes, Our Ohana, we love you, and I'm so glad that we got to. I met her through Meru.
And I think me too.
Yeah, so she's absolutely lovely. So yeah, twitch.tv/Our Ohana, which is OUROHANA. So yeah, they'll be in the show notes and everything like that. And make sure to check her out, especially if you're like you can work lurk. She is so nice to work lurk with. So she also loves Legos too, which makes me very happy because I am a Lego person.
The other day on stream, and I was like, that's so nice.
She's awesome, and I'm actually building Legos on my stream tonight, so that'll be fun. Yeah, whenever I get to it. That's so all right, let's do our socials. So we're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at HotXNudesPod, HOTXNOODSPOD. We are posting some stuff on Instagram Reels. They only have a minute timer. We're posting like the Reddit stories on TikTok and YouTube, and we're posting all of our podcasts on YouTube, video podcasts, so you can see us and you can see how both of us are wearing kind of pinkish shirts. I am wearing a shirt.
Mine's white, however,
but it looks
because
pink.
I have one that's pink. It's
Yeah,
the same shirt, but it's to wash. But I tried to do the red lip, and then I have the nails.
I did the red nip.
Pink.
Red nip. Nope, red lip. I did, but I have the 5 finger gun shirt from Target that I got before it sold out, and both
a single finger.
So it's usually single finger, but the finger guns I think they did too because of like the cultural difference for different people about pointing.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of that.
Like the whole Disney thing where you have to like point with 2 fingers.
They usually, they do the 2 fingers. You're
right. So, but we also have like pink lighting behind us, both of us. So, yeah. So you can check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram at HotXNudesPod, HotXNoodspod. You can also support us on Patreon at patreon.com/HotXNudesPod, HotXNoodspod. And there for $1 a month, you get exclusive Discord roles and exclusive Discord channels, which have like exclusive little like daily and weekly things that we do here on the pod, as well as ad-free episodes, which will be a thing soon because we'll not be completely ad-free soon. So there's that. And then for $3 a month, you get all those things as well as a bonus episode, even more exclusive channels and exclusive Discord roles, and being part of our book club. So we'll probably be better readers when we have a book club. You can also email us at hotxnudespod@gmail.com if you just want to write into us, tell us your stories, send us Reddit stories, send us any suggestions, anything like that. HotXNoodspod@gmail.com. So yeah, you can check us out there. Is there anything you want to say to our Valentines before we leave?
That's it. I think that's everything.
All right.
Will you be our Valentine?
Will you be our Valentines, guys? I know it's late. I promise we meant to put in
effort. I know
it's
late.
It's technically a day early.
A week ago. We'll bring flowers.
Yes.
Or chocolates or wine.
Yes.
Whatever
you like. Whatever you you want to marry, we'll bring. I know you can buy yourself flowers. Just kidding. Okay.
It's true.
Go Miley, but anyway, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys around.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.